Rogue Tier, we still winning. Magic Card, oh, we extending. Dark Law, he still contending. Sunrise, your lights in it.
Yugi peoples, welcome to another edition of the commentary. We got some more branded OTK heroes and Master Duel here. You know, I just can't show y'all enough ways to OTK with this deck. There's just so many ways to do it. And this hand, you know, like polymerization, I already got it, so I don't need Vion. I got like 3 different ways to get to the branded, like, well, not 3 different ways, 2 different ways to get to the branded engine. I technically don't really need the hero engine all that much since I have the polymerization, but you know, we good to go. So I see we got Eldlich, I mean not Eldlich, I see we got Adventure here. He starts off with the Adventure stuff. I don't know why he added the other Griffin, but you know, during his turn I come to find out that, you know, it's Adventure Eldlich. I kind of gave that away already. And we draw the Honest Neos. I'm gonna go Dark Hole here, go ahead and get out the negate out the way. Don't really need to destroy all his monsters all that much. I just needed to get that off the board so that I can start going into my plays. He's gonna max C here, and where most decks would stop, since it's an OTK deck, I'm going to go ahead and continue going because I don't care about max C. He flips up the Eldlich trap that summons the Grand Lord, and he actually makes like a mistake here because I believe after you flip that up, then you cannot special summon monsters except for zombie monsters or something like that. So he's gonna try to special summon the Griffin, and yeah, can't do that. So there, we're gonna go Stratos. We're gonna use Stratos' effect to add the Shadow Mist so that we have a good discard target for the branded quick play spell. Branded opening. Then we're gonna special summon the Aliber, go ahead and get the branded in red just in case things kind of go south. Since I did get max seed, you never know, I could end up getting nibbed. And then we're just gonna go into our branded plays, bring out the Lubellion, and you know, we can just discard the Liquid Soldier. Even though we have the poly in hand, we don't need the Liquid Soldier to be inside of our hand for, you know, just like our hand state is just really good. So we're gonna make the Albion, we're gonna get the Tragedies effect to get the Dramaturge, because I need to clear both of the monsters that he has off of the board. So what I plan on doing is just like Chimera him and, you know, destroy both of those. That way I can get enough damage through in order to OTK him. So we're gonna get our boy Sunrise out on the board, get Liquid Soldier's effect, draw another Dark Hole. We're gonna polymerization. Like I said, we want to bring out the Chimera using 2 monsters on the board, and we're gonna go ahead and use the Dramaturge. That way we can special summon him to the board after we go pop draw. And there's that little thing right there. So we're gonna pop the Eldlich, pop the token. That's gonna completely clear his board. We can save the Miracle Fusion, save the branded in red. Like, and we don't have to use the Honest Neos. Like, yeah, there was just so much there. So when you are playing this deck, do not be afraid to take the Maxi challenge, because we don't care unless they draw nib. Like, they have to draw nib in order to be able to stop themselves from getting killed by this, y'all. And moving along into the second game here, I feel like I switched games when I played against this. For some reason on here, ever since they did the Duel Links, you know, upgrade to actually having link monsters, I've been playing against a lot of Solomon Great. So I think this dude was on the wrong game. He thought he was playing Duel Links, and instead he was playing Master Duel, and he's got his Solomon Great deck out. So, you know, his turn is going to take a while. I think I ate a Hertz donut while this was going on right here. But yeah, it was probably the apple pie one. Man, them things are so good. But yeah. So Solomon Great here. My hand is not very good at all. You know, I drew both of my normal summons that I don't want to draw, and I drew Honest Neos and the Tragedy, you know, one of that I don't want to draw. But I have the Branded Fusion and I have the Vion, so hopefully he doesn't have enough to stop both parts of the engine. And I'm actually going to get a little bit creative in this matchup to try to bait out any negates and things that he has. So yeah, he's just going Solomon Great combos here. I don't know a lot about the deck, and well, I've placed against it many times, but I'm not sure like what their inboard I guess is supposed to be. But he's got the trap card back there, and it ends up being his only, you know, like thing back there, because I know usually I feel like they have like 2 or 3 back row. But so summon Vion, get Ash, but I have the Honest Neo, so he's actually going to come in handy here. Like I said, I'm trying to bait out negates, and since that's not Imperm or Valor, you know, it doesn't necessarily stop Vion for the entire turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate the Honest Neos to get a hero into the graveyard. That way I can get Vion's effect to add the polymerization. Then I'm going to go ahead, activate the polymerization, trying to clear that back row back there. So we're going to go ahead and make our boy Chimera. I don't care about the cards that he has on the board. I feel like I can, you know, clear those somehow, some way. So we'll figure that out when, you know, the rest of all the cards that I draw, you know, come into my hand. So we're going to order the chain link here. That way, in case that is, you know, that trap card that can negate stuff or whatever, you know, he can't negate that. He would have to negate the tragedy. So we're gonna get the pop and the draw too. We draw the Regeki, and actually in a little bit here I'm gonna learn a very valuable lesson about playing against Solomon Great, not reading and knowing exactly what their cards do. So we're gonna activate the Branded Fusion. We want to send the Shadow Mist, that way we can go ahead and get the Liquid Soldier. We're gonna do Lebellion into Albion. We're going to use the Shadow Mist effect in order to grab that Liquid Soldier. That way we can get our Graceful Charity on and bring out, you know, the fusion monster that really makes this deck, you know, just like really work the way I like for it to work. So we got Sunrise, Albion, Chimera, we got Callbot, Regeki, Dramaturge, and yeah, he's going to activate the Great Wolf's effect in order to add, you know, the Ash back to his hand for some reason. It's only once per turn, but I mean, I guess maybe he just didn't have anything else to add at this point, or he just kind of figured he was gonna survive through this. So yeah, we go ahead and add the Miracle Fusion, get the draw 2. We're gonna go ahead and special summon out our Escurido here because our heroes that we have in the graveyard didn't exactly line up like we want them to. I go Raigeki thinking this game's about to be over, and apparently Bay Leaks protects all of them when it vanishes. So yeah, needless to say, I completely screwed up there. He's even got an extra summon on the board, so it's making it even harder for me to OTK him. And this is, you know, a situation, it kind of happens sometimes, and yeah, I'm only going to end up being able to get through, you know, that amount of damage. And even if he hadn't summoned the extra monster, he would still have like a little bit like life points left on the board because I only had 2,900 instead of 32. And so, you know, when you have a failed OTK and your opponent max seeds you, you kind of just, you know, throw the game right there. And, you know, fortunately, I kind of know what his goal plan is to do. I figure he's trying to access Code Talker me so that he can attack over all my stuff and be able to win the game. So I'm going to go ahead and hang in there since I have Called by the Grave. And I'm going to try to hit that. I want to hit the update jammer so that he can't get the attack twice with the access Code Talker, and maybe that'll be enough to keep him from just like completely, you know, destroying me, which I feel like, nah, because I think it gets like an attack boost or something, you know, when it's pointing to it and everything. But anyway, yeah, there's that the update jammer. He's gonna go ahead and make the transcode talker there. The update jammer is going to hit it, and I'm going to go ahead, and when he activates the transcode talker effect to bring back the update jammer, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with Call by the Grave. Now, I'm sure he still has, you know, other plays here, things that he can do, but I figured like my best chance of survival was to keep, you know, a big old access code talker that can attack multiple times from, you know, being able to attack multiple times. So he's gonna go Sunlight Wolf here, use the field spell. I guess he's setting up like all his back row. Again, he's got about 3,200 life points. You know, he's got some pretty big beefy monsters on the board. I'm pretty sure he had a pop and a negate and some other things, but for some reason, yeah, it just took him too long to pull all of it off. You know, it's not dueling. So yeah, he just ran out of time there. And I'm just wondering, y'all, like, do y'all feel like I would have won if that hadn't happened? Like, I'm not too sure. I'm not, you know, like all that familiar with it or like what else was going to happen there, but it looked like he was ready to end his turn at that point. So I want to say Appreciate you for staying a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video. Ain't nobody messing with the Master Hero, king of games. Mask off, now you see that a hero lives. I pay half and you ask, but I'm winning games. There ain't another hero that surpasses me.